What's up YouTube, it's Filipich here, and this is kinda like getting through dimensions and so on in one single video. So let's go. Okay, so that's a paint program possibly, and let's start. So first off, we're gonna put this to fill with blackness, because the space is black. Basically in the real life the space is black, so let's start there. And now let's try one dimension at a time. So let's switch the colors. Okay, so let's try one dimension at one time. That's gonna be a dot, and that's one dimension because basically your dots, right? And then the first dimension is to press. You basically press and there is a point. And then let's look this a bit bigger. Let's zoom it like this. So that's a zoomed picture of that. And that's possibly you in one dimension. So right now you need to press on yourself somewhere, possibly on the edge, and that will put you a bit forward, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you are in space and if you push on yourself somewhere, you will start to move forward. So if you push on back, you will start to move forward. And when I say push, I mean that you give part of yourself back. So let's say you're holding a item. If you are in space and you throw this item away from you, you will push yourself into opposite direction. That's why it's getting a line. That's why it's not only dot anymore, because more than you go forward, more things you have to push away from you. So you will basically, the line is all the items you push away from you, and you are the right here at the end. And when I say items, I mean yourself. It's kind of like that. If you're in space and if you spit in space, if you like in space, technically you will push yourself backwards. So you sacrifice part of yourself so you can move into opposite direction. And surprisingly, if you do this all the time, it will become a line, because everything that you spit from that moment to there, it's you. Basically, it's you. It's your whatever it's called. And that's you. So now you get only forward, right? And that's one dimension. And now the biggest question is, what is two dimension then? So by now we only spit. I'll just zoom this a bit. So this is you, kinda like that, because you're spitting back all the time. And now instead of pressing at one point, you can start pressing at the bottom of you. So if you spit in this direction, you can spit in that direction too. And that will surprisingly change direction of where you go. Two dimensions, because now before it's only a line, that's one dimension, but now we have 2D. 2D, extremely simple. And what now? Now we are pressing there. So now my biggest question was, so what is the third dimension? So now you can move left or right, and that's basically 2D, if we can see. So I was saying, how can you make a 3D out of 2D? And I was like, you need to build up, which means that if that is 2D, then the 3D will be something like that. So everything as before just got up B-levels and so on. And then I tried this is kind of 3D box. And that's a 3D, because basically what you're doing, whatever you've done before, you need to step on it and go up, because in 2D there's just left, right and up and down. I mean left and right and forward and up and down, whatever, but you need to go up, like on the top on this, and jump up, because this is 2D. So if that's a box, you need to go in this direction to make it 3D box. So basically everything that I add from this point, that's 2D, and that's 3D. So basically you need to do this. You need to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 3D now. That's like box right now. Okay, so now we have a 2D or 3D. And then you can keep spinning instead of ending. You can keep spinning around and around and around. Now that's a circle. So in 2 dimensions the circle is like perfection, because you came back to where you are, and then what you're doing, because you already started there, you're starting to get, because when you get around back to its original position, that's original position, if you keep going through here, you're basically taking part of yourself. Like if you split, the circle is hard to make, because if you are like in the space and you are speeding all the time, you need to speed there and then a bit more down and a bit more down, a bit more down, like a car vehicles. When you move, alright, once you move that, the car start to turn around. Just the thing in space, you'll have to change the direction of your speeding, and if you do all the same, if you speed the same amount all the time when you're going down, then you start to make circle. You start to move in the circle area. It's kind of really simple. You just like, instead of like poo, and then you start to make circle around and around. So now when you're taking, it's kind of like what you speed before, like what you give off yourself before, what you throw off, so you can move. You're kind of getting back that, and which means that you are cycling. That's why recycle have usually that logo or something like that, because you're basically taking back what you already taken. So now we have, if you do this all the time 100%, then the circle won't even need to be, because here right now you're speeding yourself, right? But if you get so fast that you don't even need to speed anymore, you move so fast and that circle will just explode. So it will just explode and it will become a circle. So now you are here, because you are so fast that that just became a circle. How can I say? Faster than you go, something happens. For example, if you cook, when you turn on the flame is actually very fast thing in real life, and faster than it is, it starts to create something else. So for example, in the circle in this area, if you get so fast that the circle will become self-workable work, which means that this circle will by itself do that, because you are so fast that in space theoretically that will just become a circle, and then this point here, you can move now away. That circle will all the time be circling around and around and around. And now you can go, if that's you can make another circle. So you do that, so again, and then you can go and make another circle, and make another circle, make another circle. And now what you're doing, you're making circles, and every circle by now was rotated into the left direction. So now if you want to be better, you can make circle into the right direction, because the circle, if you are just gonna put an arrow, but that's not an arrow, it's only circle. If that circle are two like that will not go really well, because this circle is going to the left and this circle will lag, which means you need to put it to the right. And now we'll go. It's like this. And then rotate together. So the circles right now will rotate in each direction, which is great. And now we're going in 3D. Now the 3D came only when you rotate. Like here, you can rotate the circle. How, right? Well, imagine that this is now a paper, like that. Put one finger here, put second finger here, and now because you are in space you need to even center that, and now you rotate the circle. So it's extremely simple. If that's a circle, you hold here and here and then rotate it. You see? And now if that's happened too fast, again as in on circle, because before you were doing that, that's a circle, and now you that becomes that, and then if you rotate it so fast, you see it will become a ball or something like that. And if you rotate this so fast, you again will make a ball. So that will be ball right now. And that's a 3D ball coming from a spot. And that's a third dimension. So that's it for now. That's how you understand how the world works or how the space works. I will do more, but for now, that's for Science Philip. It should be next time. Goodbye.